Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Classic Video Gamer here, bringing you some video game classics. Now, this might not seem like a classic video game, but it's a great way to start out. And this video game review is going to be on the Nintendo GameCube. Yes, the Nintendo GameCube, a very fine gaming device, but it's not going to be just about the GameCube. It's going to be about a feature the GameCube comes with that is the GameCube Gameboyplayer, I believe what it's called. As you can see, it fits a little Game Boy game in there, and it's a pretty neat device. It's got its upsides and downsides, but I picked this up brand new when it came out around 2003, and I actually forgot I even had this until now. But so let's get on with the review and show some stuff about how this thing works. Alright, so basically you take the Nintendo GameCube like so, flip it over to the bottom, and right there you'll see where a little like plug-in things, the little cap for mine is missing, but you would take the Game Boy player, take this part right here, flip it like so, make sure this part goes into there, and simply pop it in, make sure it's nice and tight in there, and it comes with two little screws, but I'm not going to worry about screwing those in. Alright, so for the actual thing to play the Game Boy games, you're going to need the Game Boy Player disc that comes with the Game Boy Player. You can see it right there. And all you really need to do is just open up your GameCube and pop it in there like that. There you can see it fits in snugly like that. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and go on to the actual setup for the Game Boy player for the GameCube. So let's flip over to that. Alright, so we got our standard TV there turned on. We've got our GameCube right there with the Game Boy player attached to it and the disc in. And we've got our GameCube controller, which we're going to be playing it with. And the actual game of choice I'm going to be using for the Game Boy player is the Game Boy version of Super Mario Bros. 3. So, yeah, that's basically all you really need to do with the Game Boy player is plug it in. If you can't see back there, I've got the GameCube hooked up already into the cables, and I've got it hooked up onto the TV. So all that's really left to do now is just take our Game Boy game, pop it into the Game Boy player slot like you would do for a normal Game Boy game on a Game Boy. Then you would want to plug in your GameCube into the cords in the back of the GameCube to actually get the GameCube running. Where's that go? This goes right here. Alrighty, so then you plug in your controller like so. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and give this a try, see how the Game Boy player works, and then I'm going to give my final review on it. So let's start this up. Alright, so we got our Nintendo GameCube Game Boy player working, and as you can see there, it's got the Game Boy background stuff, and it's actually working on my TV. I know it's not the best quality, I'll improve that sometime. So you can see it's definitely playing the Super Mario Bros. 3, proof I'm actually playing it on the GameCube controller. But let's go into the function it has. By pressing the Z button, you'll open up like a menu. This one that it's on currently right now allows you to change the game pack, basically switching games. This one is a timer. I guess it just makes you time video games or whatever, but this is, I guess, I don't really know what it is, but I guess it just makes the screen look colorful and stuff. Then you get your controls, you can like switch out controls and stuff. Then you have the options to choose to full screen, that's normal screen, and that's full screen. I'm just going to leave it in normal. And then the last one, or the first one, whichever, is your frame change. You can select a different frame, which is basically like the different Game Boy things or whatever, and you know, you could just circulate through them There's 20 of them apparently. I'm gonna leave it on this one, just the fact that it's a GameCube. Alright, so let's give it a shot and play some Mario Bros. 3. I haven't played this game in forever, but I'm gonna choose my level 8 file, which is the second one. Basically, you can tell that it works. It's got the whole thing. It works pretty well actually for a GameCube thing. It actually works pretty good for an accessory of the GameCube and stuff like that. That's all I really have to say. It's just the fact that it actually works and stuff, and it's a good little piece of equipment. Alright, so all in all, this is a pretty neat piece of equipment for a Nintendo game. It adds a lot of, really good feeling to a Nintendo lover like me. It, if you don't have a Game Boy, this is a good way to play Game Boy games, but you can pick them up really easily at your local video game stores. They're pretty easy to find, not that expensive. They cost about $12.99 to the highest price I think is $20. And if you don't have a GameCube and you're looking for a good source of video games, I highly recommend you pick up a GameCube. These are pretty sturdy. I think it's Nintendo's, let's see, I'm not sure which one it is in the game line, but all in all, it's a really good system, and this one gets the seal of approval from the Classic Video Gamer review. So, 2 thumbs up for the Nintendo GameCube Game Boy player. Really great invention. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Classic Video Games Reviews. This is your Classic Video Gamer, signing out. Alright, so we got our GameCube on, and the system settings were lost. Alright, so we powered on our GameCube, and it's not the very best data. Oh, screw this. So all in all, the Game Boy Player. The Game Boy Player is very good, and I left it in my room. Are you kidding me? I need to do the review else.